Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and let me introduce you to my new project. The car you see here is a 1998 Daihatsu Cuore Avanzato TRXX R4. It may look familiar to you if you've seen regular car reviews episode where they drove one of these on their visit to the UK, or you might recognise it as a Mira from watching Mighty Car Mods. Now, if you do recognise this car, your first thought's going to be that yes, it's a Kei car. A car for the Japanese market which fits within certain restrictions for physical size and engine capacity to benefit from reduced taxation and avoiding a requirement to have a dedicated parking space available as a condition of being able to register a car. Now, quite a few of these Kei cars have made it over to the UK as private imports over the years, but what makes this Cuore special is that it is in fact a genuine UK model. In the late 1990s, Daihatsu UK homologated just 80 of these cars to be sold in Britain, making minor modifications to meet our regulations for lighting requirements and fitting a more subtle front bumper from the standard Cuore to replace the rather brash JDM version. In addition, a further 20 or so cars were modified for rallying with roll cages and stripped out interiors and so on. As you can understand, this makes it a very rare car 20 years later, so when I saw one come up for sale on eBay just 30 miles away from me, even though it was looking rather neglected and sorry for itself, I decided that I was going to stick in a bid on it, and I did indeed win the auction. Having got the car home, you can see that there was a fair old amount of slime over it, but I gave it a quick initial wash and it actually came up quite well considering how long it's been sat for. I mean, what I'm showing you right now is an image from Google Street View of where the car sat in Warwickshire prior to the lady I bought it from getting hold of it, and this shot is from 2009. So as you can see, the car's not moved in a very long time. From the tax disc still on the windscreen and the MOT reminder sticker on the door, it's not been on the road since 2004, which means 13 years effectively abandoned. That considered, I'm pretty happy with the condition of the bodywork of the car, though there are quite a few small dings and areas of poor paint, which are things I'll go into in more depth in a future video. Broadly, it does seem very straight, and the interior cleaned up with just a quick hoovering. One of the things when I got the car was that the two front tyres had been so completely destroyed from being sat that in order just to be able to move the car around and extract it from its resting position, they'd had to put on the spare wheel on one side and a random old wheel from something else on the other. While I will be replacing all four tyres in the future, for the time being I went to my local tyre fitters and I got them to dig me out a couple of terrible but still airtight tyres to go on the alloys. Right, so what we've got here is the Daihatsu JBJL 4-cylinder engine. It's only 660cc with a little baby turbocharger, a top mounting intercooler up here, running fuel injection on it, and it actually has a coil-on plug ignition system under here. Now, there's nothing particularly unusual about any of this stuff, but what does make this car interesting is what this engine's connected to. So what we'll do, we'll have a quick look underneath so we can see a bit better, and we'll go over that. Now, underneath the car, the primary gearbox is a relatively normal transverse front-wheel drive type 5-speed unit. The special part is this transfer box, which gives a rear power takeoff for an output to a prop shaft taking the power to the back axle for 4-wheel drive. From what I can determine, this is purely a geared drive in this system, and the allowance for different wheel speeds to give wheel slip during cornering is taken care of by a viscous coupling unit on the nose of the rear differential. So this here, what you can't quite see perhaps, is that switches between 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, and all it is a little knob that you pull out like that. So that's in 4-wheel drive, and then if we give it a quick thing, that is in 2-wheel drive. So again, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Now, you'll notice that I've not yet shown the car running, and that's because with it having been sat for so long, I wanted to change out the oil before starting it up, which is something that I'll go over in the next video, where we'll see what's lurking in an engine that's been parked up untouched for well over a decade. So tune in then and we'll see what we find.